So we started the recording. So do you have any doubt, any question till yesterday, the content we covered?
Like, sir, as in question, there is,
Hmm.
like, you can say, just a second. Yeah, so my question is like, the question is getting, like, means, the question is like, initialize the name and balance as an instable variables. Okay, okay, it is done and it is also done. But sir, means what is, just a second, I will just share my screen.
Okay, okay. Share your screen.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
it is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sir, here in question, it is defined like create a class bank account. Okay, so I have created. Then it is told like inside the class define edit method and which will take the account owner names and initialize balance. So
Hmm.
then I have also created this like, account owner and balance.
Okay.
And after that, it is giving like initialize the name values and provide values. Yeah, I've also provided values.
Okay.
After that, in fourth method, define a method called deposit that takes an amount as a parameter and add it into the account balance. So, sir, I'm not getting it. Like I have
No.
also declared
Okay.
it here,
Yeah.
but
So that
uh,
that init is a constructor. So you have to create another
if here,
function and
as
with the
yeah,
parameter. Okay.
yeah, but actually, sir, I've also created this, but I'm not able to like know after that like what I have to do.
No,
Like
so the
this,
amount, if you are saying now, the balance one, it is on first part. Okay.
yeah,
So instead of that, providing there, it's not mentioned that you have to take as a parameter. So you have to take as a normal variable, and that variable, if you take as a global, you will be able to access into
okay,
deposit function. Okay.
got it. So I have to declare it as a global then.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
here.
outside
Okay.
outside the function or inside a class,
The
then
class.
it
Yeah.
will be accessible, right?
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. That is the question only, sir. I will try then now.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I have shared my screen now. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Means
Okay,
not.
apart from
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
is there any other question or any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir. All right.
Okay, so we'll move for the next one, modules and packages. So you heard about modules?
So I've heard about packages like we can select in Java. We can also, which means we can import a particular package, or else we can like in short we can say it's an a concept of encapsulation, like where we combines everything into a single, like we can say like means the main example would be like class. The class is an package, we can say.
Okay, no issue. We'll see that one as well. So modules in Python are simply Python file with .py extension. Okay, which implement a set of functions. Modules are imported from other module using the import command. So earlier when we saw, so we have imported the random function, random module, right?
Yes sir,
From
yes sir, random.
random we imported the random init. So for example, from random, so random is a module, import import random integer. Okay, like that. So uh, so what it is saying, it is a .py extension file. Okay, so similarly, like this is a test file, you can import some other file. Let me create new file, mo.py, for example. Okay, and inside that, let's declare some function, test one. I'm testing. Now this module you can import into here. So what you can do, import Like that, this demo.py is a normal Python file, but it can be treated as module, and you can also import the function inside it. Okay, so what was the function? We can see later. So like that. Sorry. So this is the main one. So module can be any Python file which can be imported into another Python file. It could be the py extension, okay, which implemented a set of functions. So uh, inside it you can write any class, function, variable, whatever, okay, and you can import on the external files. Now import the library. So here is a function. Let me move here. Import the library. So import math. Okay. In my case, it is already installed. So if it is not installed or you are getting some error like importing this library, so you can install it using pip install math. Okay. So like that, you will be able to install the packages or library. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is showing error. No issue. In your system, you try using this command import space math. Some libraries or packages are inbuilt one, so it is showing some version issue. Try in your system and check.
Yes, sir.
It is working.
Just a sec.
Hello.
Just a second, sir. I'm just means like firstly installing that maths library pip install.
So in your system, it is getting installed.
No, sir. It is just giving me an error. Could not find a version that satisfies the requirement.
No, so
Yeah.
instead of installing, try directly importing it. So what happens? Some of the modules are uh, uh, pre-installed in our uh, when we install the Python. So just import, type import, and write this command import space math,
Okay. Just
or share your screen.
yes, sir. Sir, is it visible?
Yeah, yeah, it is
Yeah.
working now. So there is no error. It is showing right.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Mm.
so some of the packages or libraries are pre-installed. So like we will be not able to install due to that we are getting an error below. Could not find a version that satisfies the requirement math. Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly, for the random one, we didn't install, but we were able to try it. So just type here from random, line number 28, from random, yeah, import, space import, random integer, yeah. So here also you see we have
No
not
error is there.
installed the random, right? But still we are
Mm-hmm.
able to access it, right?
Okay.
So some modules are pre-installed or packages. No
Yes, sir.
issue. We'll see the package part. My screen is visible to you now.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay. So packages are namespaces which contains multiple packages and modules themselves. They are simply directories. Okay, so in Java there would be namespace, right? Or you call packages. So these packages are a combination of multiple packages. It could be, or it could be of multiple modules. Okay, each package in Python is a directory which must contain a special file init.py. So like if you see in a module, there is no init file. Okay, but in package, if you want to treat any file as a package, so there should be this file underscore underscore init underscore underscore dot py. This file can be empty and it can indicate that directory is contained is a Python package. So it can be imported the same way as a module can be imported. Getting a difference?
So could you please repeat it?
So what's the difference between a module and package? So packages can have a multiple modules inside it or can have a more than one package file inside it, but in package there would be one file which is init underscore underscore. Okay, but in module that file is not required. Clear?
Okay, sir. No.
Only difference is this one. Okay,
Yeah, the init file.
init file, so it will be treated as package. Apart from that it could be treated as normal module. Fine.
Yes, sure.
Then errors and exception handling. You know exception handling?
Yeah, so like in Java, we uses the try catch block for exception and handling, for exception handling. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
similarly
know
it
that.
is here, but instead of catch, here is except block. Okay, it works in the
Okay.
same way, only their syntax means terminology is different. Here we are printing one, print hello world, so it is showing error. If we try to run this, it throws error. Which error? Syntax error. Unterminated string literals. Okay, so this is a kind of error, system error. If I make like this, it will execute. Now try and accept block. So instead of try and catch in Python, it is try and accept block. In Python, exception can be handled using try and catch accept statements. The code which can cause an exceptions to occur is put in the try block and the handling of the exception is then implemented in the accept block of a code. So it is similar like try and catch, but in Python instead of catch we use a accept block. Okay. Now we have a code. Okay. So this is a try block where we are taking a input from user. Please enter an integer, and we are converting integer into whatever the statement which we will take from user. We are converting into integer, storing into val variable. In except part, what it is showing like print statement looks like you did not enter an integer, and in else provided value is this. So if else is successful, it will go here. If it is fail, it will go here. Fine. Let me run. So please enter integer. I entered 2. Provided value is 2. Instead of next time run, please enter an integer. I am giving 1. Looks like you didn't enter integer.
Okay.
Getting a difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try and accept block as it is. And if try is successful, it will go to else part. If try is fail, it will go to accept part. So this is a simple example of try and accept block. Till here,
uh,
any doubt, any question?
yes sir. Yeah, so like we can say, like means the try is mostly used to, like we can say, define the logic, and and that except and else part is like
Else
mostly
is
used for.
optional because it
Okay,
just
okay,
for
it's else
example it was
optional.
there. Okay,
Okay.
so after try and catch, you can print whatever you want, so that will print it. Okay, so main is try and accept. Okay, so where if you are assuming that some line of code can throw exception, so you can put on a try block, and if you are thinking that the exception in case occurs, so you can handle into the accept part. Okay.
Yes sir.
Okay, then finally block. Maybe you have heard about this.
Yeah sir, I like, in my knowledge, like I know that the finally block is after the cache block, and there is no, like it will be executed only, like means, yeah.
Correct.
Huh.
So even if it will always execute regardless if there was an exception in try code block or not. Okay. So exception is occurring or not occurring, finally block always execute. Okay. We'll see the example. We have a try and catch block here. So again, same, please enter an integer, and if it is success, it will come to finally block and it will print finally I executed, and it will print the value of well. If it is not, then it will go here and print it. So let me run this. Please enter integer. I am giving as a 3. So if you see, finally I executed means final block executed, and this print value also worked. Now give some negative value like ONE1. So it is throwing an error. First, uh, here if you see, looks like you didn't enter the integer. Finally block executed. Okay, it this line have printed, and here also we are trying to print a value of well variable. Due to that, it throws a name error because name value is not defined. Did you mean evaluate? Okay, clear?
Yes sir.
Let me comment it and rerun. So below error we will not get. So it looks like you didn't enter the integer. Finally, I executed. So if error is occurring, in that case also finally block is getting executed. And if error is not occurring, in that case also finally block is getting executed. Now it is fine.
Yes sir.
So what's the use of final block in any of the scenario like? Can you guess?
Suppose sir,
Any example?
like say we can say, like suppose we can take the example of bank. Like
Mhm.
suppose we have to, if a person have to, like deposit any amount into that, into that account, then it will, then that deposit will be come into try. And
Okay,
if we can say, like of like below 50,000 must be deposited with the help of check. And like we can say, like if he's not depositing it with the check, then it will be show an exception, like you have to deposit the amount by the check only. And in the finally keyword we will just print that balance.
correct.
Like we can see,
So
yeah.
we can use the logics and exception in try and accept, and like as a balance part we can
Yeah,
always
yeah,
refer into finally
yeah.
block. Okay,
Mm.
so that is one of the examples. So there are many scenarios when you will work into the live project. it could be encountered. Okay, so this is a small try and catch exceptions handling part. Then decorators. So decorators, a decorators is a function that takes a function as it is only parameter and returns a function. So it is a function only. Decorator is also a function only, but it will take function as it is as a parameter, as it is only parameter and returns a function. This is helpful to wrap functionality with the same code over and over again. We'll see the example. So we saw the example of function, right? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we
Okay.
have seen the example of function.
And you know the term decoration.
Actually, sir, it is not in Java, I think so.
Yeah, means some logic will be different, but
Okay.
just I just to explain you in a small and simple term, I
Okay.
just want to check. Do you know decoration?
Like, but sir, in means in what context? Like decoration.
Normal in general. We do decoration of room, hall, like that,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. That decoration I know.
Similarly, this decorator works in the same way like your function is already there, and with the extra feature functionality of properties, you will able to wrap those uh, function with an external function which will be treated as decorator. Okay, so we'll see the example. So we'll see before a simple example reaching to text. This is a simple function which will return 5. Okay,
Yeah, it's written
so
fine.
when we will call this, let me print, it is returning fine. This is simple function. Okay, now function
Yes.
within function, we'll see the example. At the end we will reach to the decorator part. So function within function, we saw the single function, we didn't saw the function inside function, right? Example.
Yes, sir. Noted.
So we'll see the function inside function example. So here we have a function name as hello, which is taking one parameter as name and name is sysjohn. Here we will print the hello function has been executed. Now inside function, if you see, we have a two more function. One is first, one is second. So what first function is doing? It will return slash t means tab. This is inside the first function, and second one slash t, this is inside the second function. And we are printing means we are calling first function and second function inside the function only. Okay,
Yes, sir.
good logic is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll call this function. What it should print now?
Sir, I think it will print like we can say the first one, the
Okay,
first, the
okay,
first method, that's the second method as well. And yeah. Firstly, it will execute the hello part. Yeah.
okay. Then these two will be printed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the hello function has been executed. This is inside the function. This is second function. Okay, and it returned the none. There is some blank value. Now, so we saw the example of function inside function. Okay, then we'll see function as an argument. function as argument. We will create two function. Here is a first function which will return high syszone, and second function where we are taking function as an argument one parameter, and it will print other code would go here, and it will treat function as an argument. Okay, you are able to understand this logic.
So like
This is a simple
sir,
function.
that yeah. That first function I got it, but but the line number 35 I'm not able to get it. Like function as
Okay,
an argument. Is
so
it function or else is it a variable?
no, here what we are taking function as an argument.
Okay.
So here what we are doing, we are calling a function, and
Okay,
here
okay,
we
okay.
are
I
taking
got it.
function as a argument. Okay, when I
Got it,
will
sir.
call now, then you will come to know. So see, second function I am calling, and this function need one parameter, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm taking this first function as a parameter, and here I'm calling this function inside the function. Okay, so we taking function as an argument of another function. Okay,
Yeah. Sir, do we have to also add that, like we can say, like the
where
parenthesis for that? Yeah, line number
here
33,
you are saying
33 line number as an argument you are passing. So we have to also add that parenthesis or not?
here.
Yeah, we have to add or not? Yeah.
No, 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 not required.
Okay, okay.
So here if you see first line printed, other code would go here, it printed, and here if you see it called the first function return high system. Okay,
Yes, sir.
let me remove this and try. It is working, but it is not showing us the value because it is showing us the location at which location the value is stored. Try here. Syntax error it is showing. Invalid syntax. Okay.
Yes.
So here is also not required. Now clear your doubt?
Yeah. Also, my second doubt is like, we have to declare that function like it means पहले मतलब वो function declare करना पड़ता है क्या? Function as an argument.
ये क्या,
Like
ये तो पैरामीटर का नाम है ना, आप कुछ भी नाम दे सकते हो
okay.
जस्ट
नहीं
फॉर
नहीं 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 नहीं
अंडरस्टैंडिंग।
नहीं नहीं मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि लाइक सपोज वी हैव डिक्लेयर्ड द फर्स्ट फंक्शन फर्स्ट नो लाइक ऑन 30 लाइन नंबर 30 पे पहले डिक्लेयर किया है तो
ओके,
वही सेम फंक्शन को भी पैरामीटर मतलब एज अ पैरामीटर ले सकते हैं क्या?
हाँ इसको ही लिया ना एज अ पैरामीटर, यहाँ पर देखो इधर पास किया है ना इसको।
बट सर द नेम्स आर नॉट सेम नो लाइक द फंक्शन का जो नेम है
ये
फंक्शन एज
ये पैरामीटर का नेम है, आप कुछ भी दे सकते हो। जब हम कॉल कर रहे हैं तब हम पैरामीटर पास, ये वाला फंक्शन पास कर रहे हैं ना,
ओके
देखो।
ओके ओके ठीक है समझ गया
नाउ क्लियर?
यस सर नाउ क्लियर गॉट इट
Okay, this name you can do what X, Y, Z, it's up to you. Just for understanding purpose, I took function as an argument, so you'll be able to understand. Okay, see, now I changed the name, but while calling, I am passing this function as an argument. Fine,
गॉट इट
still it
गॉट
is
इट गॉट
working.
यस नाउ अंडरस्टूड क्लियर
Okay, so this is a function inside a function, and function as a two example we saw function within function, and this is also working in the same way, but here we are treating function as an argument.
function
Clear
as an
now?
argument. Yes, sir. Clear, clear.
Now simple function we'll see. We'll creating a decorator. So creating a decorator. Still this is a simple one to understand. So function inside function we saw, correct? So this is a simple function only just to making a decorator kind of example without decorator symbol. Okay, so new decorator, this is my parameter. Inside it from this function we have a wrap function. Code would be here before executing the function, and inside it we have a function called print. Code here will execute after function. Now we have another function needs decorator. This function is in need of a decorator. Let me comment the our part. So we will call this function. Function needs decorator I called. I printed this function is in need of a decorator. So here if you see, we just call this function and it is printing this one only till now. Till now code is clear to you?
Yes, sir. Function is
No.
clear. Yeah.
Okay. Now I will do reassigning function needs decorator. So this function I am reassigning now. So what I am doing, new decorator, which means this one, line number 41. Okay, now this line number new decorator. So what I am doing, new decorator I am calling, and on this parameter I am passing function needs decorator, this function, and storing into function needs decorator variable. Wait. See, earlier I was calling, so it was calling from there only. After that, when I called, so what it's printing now? Code will be here before executing the function. This function is in need of decorator, and code will be executed after the function. So first line what it printed, so new decorator, so it will go here. We are passing function need decorator, right? So we are passing this function as a parameter to another function.
Yeah.
So code will be go here, so it printed this one. Code will be here before executing the function, so it printed this one. After that what it printed, this function is in need of decorator, second line, so it came here. Okay, then code here will execute after the function. Then it come to code here will execute after the function. Getting this? No?
Yes, it is bit confusing, but when I code now, so it will be clear.
Okay, let me try to explain it once again. So here what we are calling line number 41 function new
Yeah,
decorator.
new decor
This function need one parameter. So at the
function.
place of parameter we are passing function as a parameter, this one. Okay.
Okay.
So first code will go inside it. Inside it, it will first go to this function. It will print first line number 43. Again, after 43, it will go to function. So what this function is, it will go here. This is
Okay,
a
then
function is a
function need,
parameter,
yeah, need
right?
decorator.
So it will come here, print the function is in need of decorator. So this part is completed. Now third line, 40,
Code will
line
be
number
execute.
45
Yeah.
will come and it will print like that. Okay.
Okay. Sure, sir. Now got it.
Okay. So this is the logic without decorator symbol. Okay. Now we'll see the logic with decorator symbol. A decorator simply wrapped the function and modified its behavior. Now let's understand how we can rewrite this code using symbol, which is what Python uses for decorator. So whatever we saw, it is a same logic, bit complication, but when we treat any function as a decorator, we have to use the at the rate symbol. Okay, at the rate new decorator. See this function. Okay, instead of calling in such a way, what we did, we are using at the rate symbol. We are treating this function as a decorator, and inside this function it's decorator. This one is in need of decorator. Okay, and we will call this function its decorator. Mm. Same result we are getting now.
Yes, sir.
Now your decorator part is clear. No.
But sir, means the new decorator, it's like we can say like we are like it isn't the decorator, no. So for that we have to write the code as well, no.
See, this is the one function which we already wrote,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, due to that, I explained all this code, how it is working and going.
Yeah. I got it.
Now, instead of writing all this logic, what we are doing, we declared this function, and if you want to treat this function as a decorator, you
Decorator.
have to use this at the rate
At
symbol.
the rate symbol. Yeah.
Okay, now this function will wrap, do a decoration of below function is decorator, and just we call this function. So what this function will do, there is a decorator, so same thing, it will first go here, it printed this line, again
Yeah.
it,
It will
there
give
is
a
a function
function.
call,
Mm-hmm.
it will print this line,
Into the
again it will
decorator.
go to the third line.
Particular
Clear?
decorator. Yeah. Got it, sir.
Same thing is happening but with the different way. Correct? So
Yeah,
this
sir.
is
It is
the
simple, I think.
decorator. So you can treat any function as a decorator by using a at the
At the
rate
rate
symbol
symbol.
before it. So this is a decorator. Till here, any doubt, any question?
No, sir. No. Hold on.
Oh, this is a decorator section. Then come to generators. Generators allows to generate as we go along instead of holding everything in memory. Okay, we'll see the example also. So generator functions allow us to write a function that can send back a value and then later resume to pick up where it left off. This types of function is a generator in Python, allowing to generate a sequence of values over time. The main difference in syntax will be use of yield statement. So if you want to treat any function as a generator, we have to use a yield statement. The main difference is when a generator function is executed, they become an object. Okay, that supports an iteration protocol. That means when they are called in your code, they don't actually return a value and then exit. Instead, generator function will automatically suspend and resume their executions and state around the last point of value generation. The main advantage here is that instead of having to compute an entire series of values upfront, the generator commutes one value and then suspends its activity awaiting the next instruction. This feature is known as state suspension. Okay. When we see the example, we'll get to know this statement. Here is there is one function named as power of 3 with one parameter. For loop I in range, whatever the value of n will be, it will go till there, and we are using a yield keyword. So if you want to treat any function as a generator, you have to use a yield keyword, and here it is doing just a cube of whatever the number we will pass. So we will simply call this function is 5. Let's run it. Let me try to print as well. So we are not able to get the its value. It is just giving us the location. At this location our generator values are stored. Okay, till
Yes, sir.
here code is clear.
Yes, sir.
Make sure this yield is there, so it is a generator. We'll see the same example with simple. Okay, now this is the first one where we are using a yield, and this is the second one where just using a print function. Till now code is clear.
Yes, so
No.
uh, so that for statement like print 4 of 3 5. Yeah. Got it.
Okay, so what we are doing, we are just instead of calling there, we called into the for loop, and provided the value. Generators are good for calculating large set of results if we do not want to allocate the memory for all of the result at the same time. Okay, for example, using yield function. So it's a generator. We are doing a Fibonacci series. Here we will provide a number. So a equal to 1, b equal to 1. Then inside for loop, it will take the value of n, whatever the value user will provide. Yield a, then a comma b. We are assigning this value only. Let me comment about. Now we will call this for I in Fibonacci value providing 10, and it will print it. Okay. It did the Fibonacci calculation using a value of a yield. Okay. So what it is showing, this is a small example to demonstrate. Okay, because it could be for large set of values. So suppose you have variable a example. Okay, and you have 1,000 values which you have to assign to a, but all you will not be like to assign in one go, because it will take the memory. So you will assign as and when required. Okay, so that is the case where generator can be used with the yield keyword. Okay,
Yes, sir.
now same example with normal function. Instead of yield, we will use a normal function. Earlier one using a generator sequence, and here it is a normal one. We are taking a list, doing the for loop, appending it, and doing the calculation and assignment, and it will return the value. Let me call this function. Okay, now see, it is assigning the same thing, but it is in a different way. So here is a yield one, and in this case we have two more lines. One is a list, and here is in the list we are keep appending it, and we are doing the assignment. Okay,
Yes, sir.
clear? Now we have a next and iter built-in functions. Function allow us to access the next element in a sequence. Example, function using generated for x in range, and here we are using a yield x. Okay, so here you will be able to identify this. So we are calling this function storing into G. Let me run. So what it printed? 0. Okay, let me do this three more times. 0, 1, 2. You are getting this yield.
But sir, we have given that range 3, no?
No, raise 3 we have given, but if you see this G, we are calling once. So it is
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
only one value. If it should take all the value, na, right?
Yes,
Due to that, we are using next function to identify how this yield function is working. So that is the statement which we saw here. Generators are good for calculating large set of results if we do not want to allocate the memory for all of the result at the same time. With this
yes, sir.
result, because we saw the example, but now we are going in deep, where if you see I'm just calling this function, so all the values should go in one go in G, right?
Yes, sir.
Usually if you see the normal example of function where it is printing everything in one go, if you see here, right, everything in
Yes,
one
sir.
go when we are calling. But if you see here, I call this function and I use the yield keyword and storing into G variable. So if I comment this one and I call the same function, it is just picking only one value, not all value at one go.
Yes, sir.
Now getting a difference?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Instead of
And
all value, it is taking only one value. And if you
yeah,
want more, so you have to again call. And
got it, sir.
if I call one, two time only, so it will take only two values, 0 and 1. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So this is a, a generator, and with the next function, you will be able to identify how it works. So now let's check with iter. Iter giving us this value. It is also the same thing, but it is giving us the location, and with the next we are able to see the value actually. Okay, so both works in the same way. Next is the built-in functions. The next function allows to access the next element in a sequence. Okay, So iterable or iter is the same work, same like when we go through any loop, it will go through iteration. So iter is also the same one. Let me assign and try to button check. No, stop iteration. So if you see here, it printed 012 in iter. Then on print next G, it reached at line number 65, stop iteration. Next G, it is not able to go to the next because it go one by one, and here through iter function we were able to read all the value in one go. Okay,
Yes, sir. Iter function.
because we read it, so due to that it throws a error. Let me disable this and check. 012, it held into we read all value in one go. Okay, so both are iter and next are built-in functions. Till here, any doubt, any question?
No, sir.
You have to ask if you are not getting it, okay?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Because this is small concepts, when you work into the live project, you'll not able to recollect those examples easily. You have to Google it. Then collection modules. So this is a small one. So counter is a dictionary subclass which helps count hashable objects. Inside of it, elements are stored as dictionary keys and the count of objects are stored as values. So this is inside the collection module. So this is a module collection, and if you see, this is a uh, function inside it, you can say, or call sometime class or function. Okay, this is a collection module. In collection there will be many modules. In import section, let me try. We have a list. Okay, inside list we have a counter, count. Let me print. Okay, printed like we saw this module na, demo.py. So here this is also a module, collection modules. From this collection module we imported counter function, and here we have a list. So what this counter function will do, it will count how many times these values exist, like as one. So if you see 6 5 times, 5 4 times, 3 3 times, 2 2 times, 4 2 times, 1 1 time. Okay, so you can calculate, one is appear one time, two appear two times. Okay, three appeared three times, then four appeared two times. Where is four? Four appeared two times, five appeared four times, and six appeared five times, like that. So this counter function is clear now.
Yes, sir. Yes. Clear.
Similarly, you can do a count of some string as well. So let me pass this one. Here we directly pass the values and let me count. So B 12 times, S 6 times, R 4 times, S 3 times, O 3 times, A 2 times. So this is just counting a value. Now we have another example. We have one string 1 2 1 1 1 1 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 5 5 5 like this. So what we are doing here, we are using a split function. Okay. So what we saw this split function earlier, right?
Yes, sir.
So it will split the values wherever it will find a space and stored into words. Then it will count. So 3 4 times, 5 4 times, 1 3 times, 2 2 times, 4 2 times. So you can also work in simple string, then statement, then integer or list. Okay. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
a kind of collection module. There are many functions inside it. Based on your requirement, you can access it. Till here, any doubt, any question?
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay. Now some files. We'll see. Opening and reading files and folder. Initially, we also saw one file, na notepad file, like reading and writing.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Reading, writing, appending.
Correct. So we'll saw some reading. I think reading and writing we saw already.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, means we also saw that read
Right.
lines and read lines. Yeah.
So we'll see some function and modules. Getting directories. Okay. So I am skipping this part because we already saw, right? Getting directories. So Python has built-in OS module that allow us to use operating system dependent functionality. Okay. For that we have to import OS and get CWD function. So let me print it. What it is showing me, OS means operating system, get CWD current current directory source. So this program test.py is on which folder? E official data analytics batch 31st December. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the built-in uh, module, we can say. Okay. So we'll stop here. I will share you the assignment for that. So
Yes, sir.
last assignment is still where?
Yeah, sir, it is the class thing, like the bank
Class
account,
or,
object-oriented programming.
object oriented, I think,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Bank account. So after that we have for modules and packages. Okay. For modules and packages. Then we have error handling, sent. Then decorators in Python. Then generators in Python. collection modules. Okay, till there only. Files and folder we'll see tomorrow. So 5 assignment, right, for today.
Yes, sir.
So try as much as feasible from your end, and if you face any issue, let me know. Okay. Any
Yes, sir.
doubt? Any question?
No, sir. No, no, no.
Okay, so we'll stop here today. Thank you. Bye.
So thank you, sir. Bye. Have a good day.
You too.